One of the most incredible things that I get the opportunity to do is to speak to so many people who've been in the game for a while, doing different things, and have had the opportunity to come back. And this particular person that I have coming up next has been amazing in the entertainment business, not only as an amazing vocalist, but as an actress as well. And she's in the process of getting a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. And so we're so proud of her, and that person that I'm speaking of is the incredible Melba Moore. And I had a chance to catch up with her and to talk about her new project entitled Imagine. It's an amazing song. It really speaks to where we are right now with all that's going on in this world. So stay tuned. I got Melba Moore coming up next.
I can't even come home and get a good hour's sleep. I can't sleep at home. You know why? I come
because
home,
you don't come
I
home.
look at the kitchen table and there are bills piled up. I look at final notes in and out. Final notes piled up to the ceiling.
What do you want?
I cannot take this anymore. I can't live with you in a town anymore. I just can't take it.
My latest album is called Imagine. We have a video out on the single, which is, I think it's beautiful. It's just imagine, that the world was really at peace. Everybody really loved one another. And we try to act that out with different people. Hear my voice, but visually see other people in it.
Right.
And I think for me, it's time for me to pass the baton on and share the microphone and the camera with other people. So I'm doing that. The first single was called So in Love, and it was at the top of the charts for 3 or 4 weeks. And so it got the album off to a great, great, great start. We're going to add a bonus recording to the album because, well, first of all, I'm passing the baton on to my daughter, Charlie Huggins, and her company is called Gallery Entertainment. So it's going to be full service entertainment. She's going to be managing other people besides her mom.
Okay.
I'm her first client.
Okay. That's interesting.
And she already has a couple of other artists, Andre Ward, who's single, just hit the top of the charts too. And so she's starting out with a few successful recording artists. We're trying to give her a good foundation so she can be a success in this area. She's already had other areas of influence and work that she's done before.
Let's talk about staying power. You've obviously been in this business for a while and have done some incredible things. And then, of course, there were some times when things weren't so great, but yet you have been able to sustain, overcome, and then come back. So let's talk about how you were able to create the staying power in an industry that changes like every week.
Well, my father, and my stepfather were well passed on, were entertainers. So staying power, if you want to even start in this industry, you can't stay even as a young person if you don't learn something about being an entertainer or in the arts. It's nothing, first of all, there's nothing guaranteed. You learn that from the beginning, so you don't expect that. So you start, your struggle has to be one of love. Love will sustain you. It'll keep reinventing you. It'll keep replenishing you. That's the best way I can say it in general. I can give you a lot of details and stuff, but over time, and now that I have longevity, I would say you have to have something that heals you from the crushing things that happen to you, especially when more than once and several times you lose everything and everybody. How do you start over? You have to have a spirit of starting over. And so I pass that on to you, that whatever you're doing, nothing's guaranteed.
That's true. That is true. Your story is not only remarkable, but very inspirational, because I know the story of the mishaps that you've dealt with, and we're not going to focus on that. But the fact that you were able to overcome, and especially being a woman in this industry, the type of things that you dealt with it was common then, is still common today.
Right.
So the fact that you are still doing what you love to do, because I would imagine that at some point you had some real distaste for this game in this industry.
No, not the game, but for some of the people, and that can hurt you. because you can get bitter, and that shuts down your vision. It shuts down your ability to think well of yourself, because it keeps, you keep feeling demeaned, you keep feeling raped, you keep feeling misused and abused. And if that gets to be the only focus, you have nothing to come back with. So one of the things you have to do is you have to figure out how, well, maybe I did some of the same things, because it's forgiveness. You have to let those things go. And when I say some of the same things, nobody's perfect. We all do things that are wrong. And so one of the things that I think keeps helping me, I'm saying, well, I will want somebody to forgive me. And every time I've been able to come back, it's because somebody helped me. Somebody didn't just see me, look at me through my failures. They saw
Right.
something that was worth helping and saving. And so I think if we can catch that attitude, first of all, we'll be looking around that who we can fellowship with, that maybe is in the same situation, that, because you can't do anything by yourself.
Right.
And formulate relationships again to start over. Somebody that's needy, but you don't judge them for that. You say, well, maybe they can, you know, can help each other, that kind of an attitude. And then I think that builds into, you know, I'm here, I'm alive, I have a chance to do it again. I'm going to let some of that other stuff go. And as you have longevity, you let more and more of it go. You don't forget it, but it doesn't define you anymore. And so I think out of that, what does define you is your rituals.
That is truly amazing. And I mean, that not only speaks to music, but just life in general. I mean, that message is amazing. Are you performing anywhere in the near future? Is there a place where we can see you? Let's talk about your social media, because I know that's changed the game a little bit as well. So now you're not depending on record sales and that sort of thing. Everything is online now.
Yes, I'm melbamore.com is my website. I think Instagram is Melba #1 Moore. All of the digital outlets for any of my materials. YouTube, of course, you can find anything and everything on everybody. So you can always find out what I'm doing there.
As I said, I've been a fan for so many years, and I just really, really respect what you've done over the years, and I can't wait to see what you have coming up. I am in love with the idea of you passing the baton on to your daughter. I think that is going to help with your legacy, and I'm
Absolutely.
sure your daughter is incredible as well.
Absolutely, because everything is being done differently, and especially because of COVID, some things really physically actually do not exist anymore. So you've
That's
got
right.
to move on if you can. And God has shown us how to do it. Well, I've already gotten the Barack Obama Lifetime Achievement Award. So I've got Joseph Biden, 2 of them, Lifetime Achievement Award and Community Service Award. So people are now awarding me, making me feel worthy of having longevity, not just that I'm old.
Well,
you can take.
I'm going to stop you for a second, because you're not old. You are fine wine and getting better with time.
Okay. Well, that's what I want to show people. We are all that. And if God gives us life, that's what we are. But when you're competing and you don't understand maybe how the next area of your business works, and maybe it changes so much, you have no idea. But people like D Nice, everybody knows who he is right now.
Yep.
Okay? Because he was doing a good deed, really, and just doing what he knows how to do. He said, well, I like this person, so play them. You know, they're not necessarily 16 years old. Or there's somebody that somebody said, we like them. You know, you really get the information from the people and not just from the corporations. We need the corporations, but they can't rule everything. Everybody, this is still a democracy for a minute anyway.
For a minute, you're right. Wow. Well, I know we could go on and on and on. You have a very tight schedule today, so I really appreciate you taking out the time to speak with us. And I am committed to bringing you to Atlanta.
Thank you.
And showing exactly your excellence, because what we're selling here is Black excellence, and you certainly are that, for sure. For sure.
Of course, so is Atlanta.
Yeah, Atlanta is really becoming the new Mecca of entertainment.
Yes.
But they can learn a thing or two from somebody like yourself.
Thank you. Thank you.
With that said, I will bid you farewell for now.
Thank
And
you.
I'll see you in the very near future.
Looking forward to it. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Bye-bye.
Bye.